This sugar and yeast trick made my plants explode. The fastest homemade fertilizer ever. The first time I tried this simple homemade fertilizer, I wasn't expecting much, yet within days, the leaves on my struggling plants doubled in size, new shoots burst from every node, and the entire garden looked like it had been supercharged overnight. Gardeners kept asking what I had changed, and truthfully, it felt almost unbelievable that something this cheap, fast, and easy could deliver such explosive growth. If you've been searching for a fertilizer that wakes your plants up fast, boosts root strength, and kicks productivity into high gear, this sugar and yeast formula is about to become your new secret weapon. Let's dive straight into the good stuff. Why this sugar and yeast mix works so powerfully. The magic behind this fertilizer lies in how yeast behaves when activated with sugar and warm water. Yeast is a living organism. When fed sugar, it wakes up, starts breathing, and produces a flush of carbon dioxide and beneficial compounds that stimulate plant roots. Along the way, the mixture releases small amounts of vitamins and natural growth regulators that help plants absorb nutrients more efficiently. You're not feeding your plants sugar, you're creating a powerhouse microbial starter that supercharges the soil. Plants respond with explosive foliage growth, stronger stems, and a noticeable increase in flowering and fruiting. So, that means more tomatoes, more peppers, faster leaf development, and, healthier roots to support everything. It's the exact formula that makes the magic happen. Gardeners, often use yeast kind of loosely, but when you want real results, accuracy really matters. Here is the proven mix that delivers consistent, massive growth. The ingredients are pretty simple. 1 tablespoon of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of dry yeast, and 1 liter of warm water, not hot, just around body temperature. Warm water helps activate the yeast instantly. Too hot and the yeast dies. Too cold and it struggles to wake up. You want it warm enough to feel pleasant on the skin. Stir the mixture thoroughly, then set it aside for 20 to 30 minutes. You will see tiny bubbles forming on the surface. This means the yeast is alive, active, and ready to boost your plants. Dilution before use. Never apply the concentrate directly. Always dilute as follows. Mix 1 cup, or 250 milliliters, of the activated yeast solution into 2 liters of clean water. This ensures the fertilizer is gentle, safe, and fully effective. How this solution supercharges root growth. The real transformation begins underground. Yeast fermentation releases compounds that stimulate root cell division. Stronger roots lead to heavier harvests because, roots are responsible for water uptake, nutrient absorption, and, overall plant stability. Gardeners who use this mixture regularly notice thicker root systems, faster establishment after transplanting, and, honestly, a dramatic reduction in stress during hot or dry weather. When roots are strong, the plant becomes nearly unstoppable. The carbon dioxide released by the yeast also helps aerate the soil. When soil gets compacted, roots really struggle. These CO2 pockets help create tiny channels that improve both oxygen flow and microbial balance around the roots. Your plants, breathe easier and grow faster. Perfect timing for maximum growth is key. While you can use this fertilizer during most stages of growth, some moments deliver exceptional results, like during early growth when seedlings start forming their second or third set of true leaves, after transplanting to reduce shock and encourage root establishment, and right before flowering to kickstart energy production. During the fruiting stage, it's important to help plants maintain consistent nutrient absorption. Using the yeast mix too frequently isn't necessary. You should apply it once every 2 weeks for vegetables and once a month for houseplants. Heavy feeders like tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and squash respond especially well. Why sugar matters more than you think. Some gardeners worry about adding sugar to soil, but the plants are not consuming the sugar. You're feeding the yeast. Sugar acts as the instant energy source that forces the yeast into rapid activation. Once dissolved and fermented, the sugar is consumed long before it reaches the soil. The benefit for plants comes from the byproducts of this fermentation: natural vitamins, carbon dioxide, and bioactive compounds that increase nutrient availability. That means, even if your soil isn't perfect, this fertilizer helps plants extract more from every drop of water and every grain of mineral around their roots. How plants react after just one application. The visual changes are, honestly, fast and dramatic. Leaves perk up within hours, turning a richer green as nutrient uptake improves. Within a few days, new branches appear, stems thicken, and growth accelerates so noticeably that, well, you may feel tempted to apply more. Don't. Stick to the schedule. Yeast is powerful and the goal is consistent growth, not overstimulation. Flowering plants often show the biggest jump. More blossoms form, and fruiting crops start producing earlier and heavier. Indoor plants respond with lush foliage and faster leaf expansion, making this one of the best all-purpose natural boosters you can use. Best practices to avoid common mistakes. Because this fertilizer is biologically active, it's important to use it correctly. Always keep the mixture fresh. Once mixed, it should be used the same day. Avoid using boiling water, which kills the yeast instantly. Never apply to extremely dry soil. Always water the plant lightly first, then apply the diluted mixture so the roots can absorb the benefits without shock. And finally, pull back on other strong fertilizers when using this one. The yeast mix promotes enhanced nutrient uptake, meaning your plants may absorb more than usual. The fertilizer that keeps on giving. The best part of this formula is just how affordable, simple, and accessible it is. 3 common ingredients, white sugar, dry yeast, and warm water, can do what those expensive store-bought boosters only try to mimic. For gardeners who really love natural, effective, and science-backed solutions, this fertilizer offers one of the easiest ways to energize your plants and, honestly, push them to their full potential. Whether you're growing leafy greens, fruiting vegetables, ornamentals, or houseplants, this mixture delivers rapid and, well, noticeable improvements. It's the kind of trick every master gardener should keep in their toolkit.